You're a fool. Why would I pay you? You've given everything away for free. So I got this question the other day. More nicely put than this, but it's a good question. It's a valid question. And in this world of technology, of information age, the question does become, why would you pay someone? Pay me, for example. If you watch enough of my podcasts, if you listen to enough of them, if you watch enough of my content, you know what I'm going to tell you. Fuck, I'll break it down for you right here, right now. If you want to transform your life, here are the 5 things that are going to get it done. You're going to do a weighted workout. So lifting weights every single day. You're going to go for a weighted walk with 10% or more of your body weight every single day. You're going to eat an animal-based diet every single day. You're going to drink 4 liters of water every single day. And you're going to take a daily photo. That, at its core, is chasing greatness. It is a program that will fundamentally change your life. And it will build you into the man that you want to be. It'll build discipline, it'll build mental toughness, it'll build grit, it'll build determination. It'll build so much more than this. It is, at its core, a fitness program, but at its overall is a becoming the greatest version of you program. So now that I've just given you the rundown, why would you pay me money? Why would you part with your hard-earned dollars and give them to me? Well, there are quite a few reasons. We could talk about the fact that I've been training people for 18 years. So I understand the nuances. I understand on how to design the program specifically for your needs. I could talk about the, anecdotal evidence. Like one of my guys stopped for a while, went and did one of the standardized apps, and he's like, the results just stopped like that. I don't fucking understand. And I was like, I do. They weren't meant for you. They weren't built the way these are. They weren't pushing you the way that they need to be pushed. And then we can talk about things like the nuances of nutrition, the nuances of the animal-based diet, how to get the most out of it, how to structure what foods to eat when, what other things can you add in, how do we build it out? Yeah, at its premise, it's you eat meat, eggs, fruit. Trust me, if you start with that, you're going to get fucking great results. But when you hit that wall, what happens then? Do you go back to the start? Do you yo-yo? Do you bounce up and down? These are the things that come with beyond just listening to this. Don't get me wrong, if you go out and you follow my 5 things, the 5 core principles that I've just given you, you'll change your life. And I want you to come back and tell me how it fucking changed your life. But if you want to make sure that you get everything out of it, that you maximize your potential from doing this program, well, that's when you come to this side of the fence. That's when you get skin in the game. And skin in the game is one of the most overlooked components of success. You want to know why in the modern era people can give away all the programs? They can give away all this information. They can just give it out for free. Well, it's because the implementation is the hard part. Knowledge is no longer the hard part. Acquiring knowledge is actually potentially the problem. And it's actually showing up and doing the fucking work that matters. Showing up and being the man and doing what you say you'll do. That's what separates you. That's what makes a difference. I don't know about you, but how many free programs have you signed up to? Like, here's a free workout or a free, I don't know, whatever the fuck you're into. Here's my free PDF. Here's my free video on how to do X. I don't think I've watched a single fucking one of them. I don't think I've read one of them. I don't think I've done anything. I just accumulate them. It's like accumulating knowledge for the sake of accumulating knowledge. And there are people who do that as well. And I will put my hand up as one of them. Not that I've put them on my bookshelves yet, but there is a couple of hundred, maybe more books around here in different piles. Because I like accumulating knowledge. It doesn't mean I've actually done anything with that fucking knowledge. Implementation and knowledge are wildly, vastly, light years apart concepts. Because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but the man who actually steps the fuck up and actually does something with it, that's the man who succeeds. A perfect plan that is never executed is not a perfect plan, it's a useless plan. An imperfect plan that is executed with full force is a perfect plan. And this is the separator. Because if you wanted to learn what I know, I would guess, at a minimum, the majority of the stuff I have learned, probably 90-95% of it, is out there somewhere on the internet for free. And you can go learn it all. You can go figure it out. You can spend the time learning how to do it yourself. Or you could bypass all of that. You could bypass learning stuff that isn't relevant to you. You can bypass the stuff that is over your head or beneath you or isn't required or is directed at someone else. Because I have all that knowledge and stuff in between. And you can jump to, oh, you are right here. Based on what you are, where you're at now, this is your experience level, this is stuff. Okay, you need this. Oh, in the first couple of weeks you experienced, Y, this setback, this plateau, this, etc. Gotcha. Now try this, tweak this, add this. We'll make the adjustments. You pay for the nuance, you pay for the implementation, you pay for the skin in the game. Because even small payments don't register. That's why box gyms, the 24/7 gyms, work. They work on what's called a 90-10 model. So the 90-10 model is that you can discount your price by 90% because only 10% of your users will actually use it. It's a dick model. It's to rip people off model, but it's very intelligent. And that's what they work on because it's just enough that it's like, I really should go in and cancel that seeing as I'm not utilizing it. But that's too much of an effort to actually follow through on. So you won't do that. You won't actually go in and do the work to deal with that problem because it's not a big enough nuisance yet. And that's why you need to pay someone. But it's also like they exist because 90%, at least 90% of people who sign up for gyms will never fucking utilize them. They're even paying for that service and won't do it. That's why, and I'm seeing this trend growing, the days of apps and classes and, these kinds of things are fading out because you need the personalized touch. You need someone to be there, sometimes to hold your hand and sometimes to tell you to get the fuck up and get going again, to give you the tough love, to go, these are the standards that you set for yourself. This isn't meant to be fucking easy, but you are capable of doing it. You are able to do it. We just got to keep fucking going. You're paying for that accountability above so much else. To be held accountable to the standard. It's the implementation and the accountability to continue doing this. It's like I say all the time. This is really, really fucking simple. But it's sure as shit not easy. It is going to test you. It is going to push you. And if you try and take this on by yourself, honestly, I think the chance of you failing is pretty fucking high. And that's not a dig against you. That's not a knock. That is just the reality. And I talk about it with my clients in the gym that I own. Then we talk about that with them. And I'm like, I love this shit. I fundamentally love fitness. I love exercise, I love training, I love working hard, I love sweating, I love the burn in the muscles, I love the pain. There are still more days that I don't fucking feel like doing it than there are days that I feel excited to do it. Don't get me wrong, once I fucking get in it, I'm like, let's go, I'm pumped for it. But there are days when my body hurts. I have young kids. There are days when I haven't fucking slept a wink and I'm knackered. There are days where work is tough. There's a lot on me. There's a big emotional burden on me. And I don't feel like working out. I'm always grateful I do because it resets me. Gets me back to base. And I'm like, I feel better from this. But if that's me, whose whole life has been built around this, and I do firmly mean that, like, I have been working out since I was 14 years old. I have been training people a little bit illegally initially. I will be honest, from 15. And I've been legally training people since I was 17 years old. My entire adult life has been dedicated to this pursuit, to the pursuit of greatness and the pursuit of health and fitness to propel that. This is what I fucking do. And I have dropped the ball. Categorically dropped the ball. If you've seen the before and after photos, you know that I let myself become a fat sack of shit. I was a walking hypocrisy. A personal trainer who was like, you shouldn't eat those foods. You should exercise more. You need to get healthy. Who's stuffing his face with pizza and hitting back the whiskeys and having pints of ice cream and the whole 9 yards. If that can happen to me, well, the honest answer is, what chance do you have without accountability? Because you haven't built yourself to the man who does this work yet. Hell, I wasn't built to be that man initially. It's taken me over a year to get to this point where I'm like, I am comfortably that fucking guy. But this is the other side of it, that people think you have to be that guy to start. No, you just have to have one moment of courage, and then we make you that man. You are not a tree. You are not stuck where you are. You are not stuck as the person that you are right here and now. You can become anything you want. You can become whoever the fuck you want to be. You just have to make that decision. You have to have the courage to go, I want to do better. And then make that decision again. And make it again. And make it again. And you just keep making it over and over and over again. And the problem is that it is so difficult to fundamentally change who you are without support. Now, that doesn't have to be me. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be someone you pay. But I can tell you categorically, it is so much fucking easier if it's someone that you have put skin in the game with. You've put your money on the line. It now hurts a little bit. It needs to hurt a little bit. It can't be that, as we discussed with the 24/7 gyms, it can't be as such a nominal amount that you're like, if I do it, I don't really care. No, there's got to be a little bit of, that hurt. Now I've got to fucking do it. Because you need things to hold you accountable to that. And usually if you do it with people in your life who love you, there'll be one of two things happen. One, they'll secretly, or sometimes not so secretly, try and prevent you from doing it. Because it means that A, they either have to level up, or B, you're going to leave them behind. Or they'll try and coddle you and be kind, and when days are hard and when shit is hard, it'll be like, oh, well, don't worry about it. You don't need to do it. What's one day? And it comes from a place of love, but it's not. We've spoken about it before. The true definition of love, when I hate it when I receive it, but it's important to receive, is being held to a standard. True definition of love is holding you accountable even when it hurts, even when you know you might receive backlash. So one of the reasons why you do it with someone who you pay is because, well, it doesn't hurt as much if it comes from someone who's there and that's their fucking job, is to make sure you do the work. But you get what you pay for. The reason why free programs are always an upsell to something else is because most people don't fucking do it. It gives you a glimpse into what they offer. It gives you a glimpse into what is available. But most people don't do it, even with books. Like, how many books do we have? Yeah, like, books are then the upsell to it because you don't actually, for the majority of people, utilize the information on there. Everything comes down to the implementation. It's not the knowledge. It's not the understanding. It's the actual taking the actions and doing it. And look, I would love to be proven wrong on this, that you can go out and do it on your own. And if you fucking take my 5 core principles and you go do it on your own, fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. Come back and tell me about it. Tell everyone about how to change it. Send them my way and teach them the principles. But if you're not going to do it on your own, it becomes that moment that you need to pony up. You need to go, all right, I am ready to invest into me. The most important commodity that you have, the most important asset that you have. Your whole life is dependent on fucking you. So why aren't you trying to be the best version of you? That's what you have to be. That's what you have to do. Be the best version of you. So you need to invest time, money, and effort into being the best version of you, the greatest version of you. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens by deliberate fucking choice. And beyond that as well, get the guidance, get the nuance, get the support, get the details so that when you hit a plateau, when something happens, you come to me and I go, well, here's the answer. You don't then have to battle against it. You don't have to struggle against it. You don't have to wonder what the fuck happened. Or worse yet, throw in the towel and start all over again. You go, Lachlan, I need help with this workout. I need help with this. Or I will just adjust it based on how I'm seeing your progressions. I had this comment from someone in the gym and they're like, I don't think I'm progressing. And I was like, you are fucking killing it. The reason why you don't think you are progressing is that it's always fucking hard. And it's always going to be hard because I will keep progressing you. As soon as I see that you are ready to make the jump, I make the jump for you so that you constantly make progress forward. If we took you back to the first workout you ever did, you would destroy it, but you were over here. But we are constantly progressing forward before you hit the plateau. That's what I do. That's the nuances. I design it to suit you for wherever you are. If you're a beginner, if you're an advanced lifter, if you have access to a gym, if you have a home gym, if you have nothing, I can make the program work for you because we use the overarching principles and then we give the personalization. And it's in the little details. It's in the little details plus the accountability, the check-ins, the held to a standard, the tough love. That is where you get your results. That is how you change your fucking life. That's how you lose 20 kilos in 6 weeks. It's how you become a different fucking man from entering Chasing Greatness. How people see you differently. How your wife sees you differently. How your children show up differently for you. How you go from sitting on the couch to being able to play with your kids, to participating in their sports, to leading by fucking example. That's how. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, that if you had it in you to take this information and utilize it, you would have already done it. But you won't. Same as I won't. Same as every time I sign up for those free programs and I do fucking nothing with them. Because it's not about knowledge, it's about implementation. And more often than not, you need skin in the game, you need accountability, and you need someone to hold you to a fucking standard. So the question becomes, are you now ready for that? Because I don't think I could have hard sold you any more on this. But before you buy, before you message me, before you reach out and make that decision, have that clear thought and go, I am a man who's ready. I'm a man who's willing to change, but I need help. So before you buy, acknowledge that in yourself, that you need my help to make that happen. So before you buy with me, take that moment, because now is your moment. Now you are ready. Now you're going to change the game. So shoot me a message and let's make that a reality. Now, if somehow that wasn't enough, click the link in my bio, grab my top 10 tools to transform your mental toughness. And lastly, if this spoke to you, if you know someone else who needs to hear this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. But most importantly, subscribe. Because it helps me, it helps you, and it's that small acknowledgement to the universe, to yourself, that you are serious about changing your life. And like everything in Chasing Greatness Daily, I will be here every single day, no matter what. Rain, hail, or shine, I'll be here to share this wisdom, to guide you, to give you the support, to show you the journey, and to share my experience with you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then.